My name is Kelli Anderson. I illustrated Tinybop's first app, The Human Body. I got to draw 260 different illustrations. Some were kind of gross. And then I thought, hey, I drew all of these body parts. Why don't I just cut them out of paper and make a creepy paper corpse to give to my friends? And then once I had a paper corpse on my desk, I was like, well, maybe I could try my hand at stop motion. And so that's really where the first paper stop motion idea came from. So what we're working on here is an app trailer made out of paper. It's a stop motion demo for Tinybop's second app for children, and it's all about the world of plants. So we took color ideas, shape ideas, and accents from Marie Caudry's original illustrations for the app. He's a little bit overused now, so he's like getting wrinkles. I thought it would feel more cohesive and have a better stylistic continuity if we made everything out of the same medium. So that's why we made every little leaf, every tree, every little animal, every piece of dirt out of paper. Yeah, to give you a sense of the scale of the project, we glued something like 400 tiny leaves onto paper trees. We pushed like 500 blades of grass through black soil. There's 25 squirrels we have sitting in our squirrel bowl right now. And the entire thing consists of about 6,000 individual photographs. I love it. It's good. Yeah. You can only go so small with paper. You know, you can only cut a little eyeball for a deer so tiny and have it still look like a deer eyeball and not an amorphous pile of paper fuzz. But when you toe that line just perfectly, when you make things really, really small, but not too small, you realize that you're this guest in this miniature world. We built the set to accommodate the plot, so we had to anticipate every little thing that was going to happen first and then build the set second, which is like exactly as intimidating a proposition as it sounds. This stuff is amazing. Tape without the substrate, it's just like pure sticky. We needed super even lighting, so we built the set in a self-enclosed light box. We needed this long dramatic zoom out shot at the end to express that feeling of depth and layering that you get when you're in a forest. So we had to shape the set as a long tunnel. We needed a cutaway scene of a root growing through different strata of soil, so we made this diagrammatic cutaway front to the set that we could then remove when we were ready to shoot that scene.
When people think about how slow stop motion is, they think of like the part of stop motion where it's like you move something in an increment, take a picture, move it another increment, take a picture, and that is slow. But that's really a very small part of what's made this time consuming. Building all of the set, creating all of the little paper everything and gluing the leaves to the trees and all that really took months.
We could really only shoot at night because we wanted to keep the light completely consistent within the set. So, you know, for a couple months, we basically just turned into stop motion vampires. As soon as the sun went down behind those buildings, we hopped into action, often shooting until 3 a.m. We laid a transparency of the last thing that we shot on top of the preview of the current frame in much the same way that traditional animators use light boards and tracing paper. So we could see exactly how much we needed to move that squirrel paw every time based on what we last shot. It's like you really have to get into it and break down the shape of a squirrel hop. A big part of animating the animals was dissecting things that you see every day to like just an insane degree and really breaking them down to their teeny tiniest nuances of their movements. So Tinybop approached me and gave me these illustrations by Marie and asked me to imagine them as a child would. They wanted me to capture the experience of getting lost within a magical realm. So my hope is that the stop motion captures the feeling of stepping into this alternate way of seeing the world.
Tinybop.